All right, so I see a lot of traffic forming. I'm out here on Turkey Lake, Sand Lake. I'm in a different area. And let me turn this camera around because it was getting a little windy. Hold on. So I'm out here, and like I told you before, I am going to utilize every walking intersection safely because I'm here safely. I'm going to make sure that I get people's attention about this customers and drivers movement. That's what I need to do. I need to not just sit on YouTube, but I need to go out in the streets. Just like the DoorDash revolution, when he says take it to the streets, hey, I'm taking it to the streets. Boots on the ground. Boots on the ground. Taking it to the streets. So, today what we're going to do is talk about how merchants can finally get off the apps. If you've been look, I've been a merchant with both DoorDash and Uber Eats before with Doe Beverage. Doe Beverage was my small business. So I've been a merchant with both of them. Never really cared for DoorDash. I'm just being honest. I always got paid with Uber though. That I can say. I never had an issue with getting my money with Uber. But I always had an issue with DoorDash. I didn't get a ton of orders with DoorDash, but the ones that I did send out, it was like when it was time to collect payment, it was like, oh, well, you got to pay for the tablet fees, you got to pay for the Wi-Fi, you got to pay for this, you got to pay for that. And I'm like, well, damn, okay. But yeah, so anyway, I never really got my money. I told them they can keep it. I shouldn't have to go through all that. But I guarantee you, when I moved to the food court, I didn't use DoorDash again. I was like, forget them. So they were still in then. So that was a red flag right there. And then you probably saying, well, Miko, why you independent contractor of them? Well, look, I had to play the game. I had to get this type of information so I can be able to know how it is being a driver under them. Now, I can't say like through certain situations, when you're on an order, they do try their best to help you out. They do. The customer service is not the best, but they try their best. I'm not denouncing the customer service agents, but for the most of them, who is a language barrier, it can get kind of difficult. So I don't want to go all into that, but what I'm talking about is the merchants. So look, I need merchants, especially the chain merchants. I need you to come together as one and go back to the basics. Go back to your app. And I don't care if you got to hire your own drivers, have them employees. I don't care what you do. And I know that's going to take time, and you're going to be like, well, I don't know, Miko, because, we don't have to worry about drivers and worry about this and that. But you're worrying about other stuff. You worrying about drivers keep stealing. I don't care what you do. You can put the orders, give the orders to the CEO. If the driver going to take the order, he going to take the order. He going to eat it. He going to do something to it. That's just how it is. You can't, I'm telling you, I don't care what you do. Just like with security. You have people who they in these gated communities. They have like 25 alarms, but if somebody want what you have, they gonna take it. It might, just turn them a little bit, but they gonna take it. So it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter like with what security you have, because if somebody gonna take it, they gonna take it. Just like with the orders. I don't care. You can make us confirm in front of you, because they do it all the time. The driver can confirm the order. Next thing you know, is another driver coming to get that same order. You like, well, he confirmed it in front of me. Yeah, because it's what they do in the app. Now, any normal driver would not mess up their status on any app. They won't. The drivers who steal these orders, Normally, they either bought accounts or they're using somebody else's account. I would not lend out my account for someone to abuse it. Because guess what? When I get back on there, then my account is messed up. Why would you want to mess up my account? So no. But a lot of times, always think about it, merchants. Excuse me. Think about it. If you have a driver that comes in and they're like, oh, I have this order for Amy. And then they confirm the order in front of you. I'm talking about literally going through the steps and be like, oh, okay. And then 2 minutes later, sometimes a minute later, you go back, another driver come in. They're like, I have an order pickup for Amy. You like, that order just went out. And this is a different driver. You like, okay, he confirmed. And then, the supervisor will be like, well, he confirmed it in front of me. Yeah, he confirmed it. He took the order because he was hungry. Or B, he took the order because he was trying to teach the customer a lesson. I don't know. The point I'm making is, merchants, if you remake the order, DoorDash and Uber Eats will not repay you. So you need to figure out how you are going to get that order to the customer through the driver. Like I said, y'all need to go back to square one. Before these gig apps, what did you do? You had drivers, right? You paid drivers. I don't know how you paid them, whether they were employees, whether they were independent contractors. Before these gig apps, before DoorDash, Uber Eats, before Grubhub, before doorstep delivery and all these delivery dudes, I'm going way back. But what I'm saying is, you were getting your orders dropped off by who? Drivers. We need to go back to that. You allow DoorDash and Uber Eats and Grubhub and all these other people to manipulate you to take away your driver, saying we don't need them, we'll take care of it. That's how y'all fell into this situation in the first place. So, I know that DoorDash is the number one in the market share, but look how they got there. By stealing, stepping all over people to get to the top. That's not a true good business practice. It's not. But that's what people think. They think, oh, well, I'm going to step all over you and, I'm going to take what's mine and I'm going to be number one and nobody can stop me. And what they say, always remember, the people you step on going up, those gonna be the same people you see coming right back down. You don't believe it? Watch. Trust me. So anyway, the message for this video is, merchants, I think you need to reconsider with being on these gig app platforms. Because I'm telling you, before it was such a thing with Uber Eats and DoorDash and Grubhub and all the other gig apps, you had drivers. Let's go back to the basics. Let's go back to that. Before I end this video, go ahead and click on the link in the description below if this is your first time watching. Subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up. Tell more people about this customers and drivers movement. Reach out to me if I need people to start giving me like other interviews. It could be on social media. My camera's shaking. See, I need a heavier tripod. This is where your money goes to. All right, I'm gonna have to put this back at the side. All right, guys. Thank you. See you in the next video.